Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are on Sports Edition. If sports is for you, give us a like and subscribe. Go on. No, it makes sense.
Yep.
One of the questions we ask ourselves many times when we watch baseball is, why do the baseball managers wear uniforms?
Yeah, it's a bit odd.
I've even seen it at when I used to go and play soccer in the park in USA when I played soccer over there. There used to be some baseball fields and you see like the coaches getting out for the baseball for the little league, and they'd have the uniforms on as well.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, a bit weird that.
Yeah.
And it's the only sport I can think of where the coaches wear the uniform.
Yeah.
Can't do
Same.
that. You know, you see them on ice hockey. You see them like they're all in suits on the side behind the players.
Yeah.
NFL, they're all in like a hoodie or something or a big coat. Basketball, they're always in a suit sort of thing. I don't know, English soccer.
What you want in English.
It's usually sort of like casual, sort of like, and then other times you see some people in a suit.
Yeah.
But no other sport I can think of does anyone uniform up as the manager.
No.
Unless you're playing, obviously.
Yeah, exactly,
manager.
yeah.
So I saw this come up. Why do baseball managers wear uniforms from MLB channel? And I thought, this is going to explain it for us.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll find out. Why do baseball managers wear uniforms?
Greg Popovich doesn't draw up pick and rolls in high tops.
There you go.
And you don't see Bill Belichick marching the sidelines in shoulder pads. But have you ever looked in a baseball dugout? The guy in charge, he's in uniform, just like all the players. In fact, look at any other sport across the globe. This situation is specific to baseball.
That's what we said, isn't it?
So, quick question. Why do baseball managers wear uniforms?
Why do managers wear uniforms? I don't know.
Apparently, these guys don't even know their own dress code. So let's dust off the manager lookbook. The role of manager has changed a lot since the late 1800s.
Baseball managers were not always called managers. They were first called captains. The manager was the fellow who was selling tickets, who was arranging transportation, and evolved into what we might term the general manager or business manager today.
Captains, on the other hand, used to set the batting order and make pitching changes, but they'd also play the field.
I guess it kind of makes sense a little bit from that. If it's a historical thing, don't know where if the captain was he's now the manager.
Yeah.
Then it's sort of like just something that's
Yeah, because if
traditional.
you think about it, the baseball doesn't really have a captain, does it?
Never thought of that really. I guess
You don't have a main man.
Yeah,
Unless you have like
superstars,
Yeah.
don't they? But no main man like you have the quarterback or they have
Yeah.
captains in teams like that. And obviously in soccer we have
I
captains.
mean, I guess you don't in basketball either.
No,
No captain.
not that I know of. No, I don't know the rules that good enough to know if there was a captain in basketball.
I don't think. Yeah, I guess it's just whoever the manager picks. So like, whoever probably the most experienced and the best player is, just tells the other guys what to do. Maybe.
Or he barks his orders. It's only a small.
Well, I mean,
court,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
only on the side. Yeah, he's only
Yeah.
right there.
But hockey has a captain, doesn't it? Ice hockey.
Does it?
Yeah, they wear like a C on the.
Yeah,
on the
I think they
outfit,
do.
don't
Yeah.
Field, swing the bat, and even pitch. They were a part of the team like any other player. Cash-strapped teams use captains as a clever way to save money on salary. 2 roles, 1 job. So it made perfect sense that they would wear a player's uniform. Captains later became known commonly as player managers. And there's been over 200 of them. Some of baseball's most iconic skippers began their tenure pulling double duty. And this wasn't just the olden days. It happened as recently as 1986.
Joe Torre was I know he played manager there for the Mets, I guess, but he also very famous for managing the New York Yankees.
Oh yeah.
Heath came back as the team's player manager.
And in 2012, the White Sox almost hired active first baseman Paul Konerko to be their skipper. But let's face it, none of today's managers look particularly eager to hit a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. So with player managers basically extinct, you'd think manager uniforms would have phased out by now. But clearly they haven't. In fact, there have been some managers over the years who broke away from this tradition, donning suits and ties instead of jerseys and cleats.
As the roles of manager and captain began to diverge, and Harry Wright, when he started managing the Phils, wore a dress suit because he was no longer a player, this started a trend that was followed by George Stallings, Connie Mack,
A's manager Art Howe paid tribute to Mac by wearing a suit and straw hat to deliver the lineup card. But by the time the game actually started, he was wearing the A's throwback jersey. So managers haven't always worn uniforms, just most of the time. There actually aren't any rules about manager attire at all. None. Managers could technically prowl the chalk lines in a Hawaiian shirt and Crocs if they wanted to.
What can you tell us about the shoes?
What do you think?
No, not a chance.
Or they could bring back the three-piece suit, but it might not be the most practical.
I really can't see wearing a Hugo Boss or Armani suit in the dugout. I don't think it's very appropriate to be on a field kicking third with a suit and tie.
Managers need a uniform they can get dirty. After all, could you imagine Lou Piniella throwing one of his legendary tantrums in a pair of loafers?
Talk about a short fuse.
Over the years, some...
Is there anything more iconic than the...
It's just weird. The way they kick dirt on their shoes.
But is anything more iconic than an argument between a coach and a
Just,
referee?
there must be some sort of history behind that as well. The fact that they
must be
kick
when they
dirt.
kick dirt. Yeah. We'll have to try and find that. But that's. But I think it's one of the funniest things that you'll see when they get into an argument about being thrown out of the game.
Yeah,
and just
I've
run
never
over
seen a
and-
manager so angry in my life.
Yeah, all right. But can you imagine any other sport where someone goes out and kicks dirt on the
Yeah, no, exactly.
funny.
Some skippers have developed their own sense of style. Some like sweatshirts, others like the pullover or a jacket. Legendary Orioles manager Earl Weaver had a custom-made pocket sewn into his jersey to hold cigarettes. This particular feature played a role in a handful of his 94 career ejections. The secret pocket even made its way onto his bronze statue, where he's memorialized at Camden Yards. It was a different time. Smoking and all tobacco products are definitely against the rules. Take Bobby Cox. He managed over 4,000 games in his career, all of them in cleats. When asked why he didn't just wear sneakers like most coaches, Cox famously replied, "You never know when they might need me."
I think he wears cleats because he go out there a lot to go argue with umpires about, balls and strikes safe and out, and he don't want to go out there and the grass being wet and slip around. So I'm sure that's why he uses cleats, and he wanted to be fired up all the time.
Bobby Cox leads all-time managers in ejection.
And rumors say he might have even...
Not only can I not testify to Bobby Cox's cup, I do not wish to.
He might have wear a cup, I don't know, but he was a tough man.
Cox has been thrown out of the game.
Even though the player-manager is long gone, the legacy of the captain lives on. The real reason managers wear uniforms? No matter how old they get, they still think of themselves as ball players.
That's a great.
It does explain it, doesn't it?
It does explain it, yeah.
You would have thought there's no explanation for it, but it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but we've been asking it for a while, haven't we? And I saw it pop up, and I thought that'd be a great one.
Well, I mean, I just thought it was one of them because, like, in other sports, if they're on the sideline and they have the same jersey on, it's going to interfere with the play.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really
Yeah.
do that in baseball
No.
because it's only
No.
two people involved.
Yeah,
That's it.
you sort of like out of the way sort
Yeah.
of thing. So it's that makes sense as well. But I love like Bobby Cox there wears his cleats and everything comes out, kicks dirt all over. There's nothing better. There's nothing more iconic than a baseball ump and a baseball coach arguing with each other, right?
It happens so often as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I love it. That's probably one of the reasons why I love it.
Because it's so hard to determine whether it's like the umpire is probably it's a very hard job to determine.
big
and,
time,
there's going to
yeah.
be different opinions all the time, isn't there?
Unless you're that one, I can't remember his name now. The umpire with the grey hair, who just doesn't get anything
Oh,
right.
it's like Rodriguez or something like
He's
that.
got a name
Something
like that.
that.
It's a Spanish
Yeah.
name, isn't it? Yeah, but it's great sport. Anyway, but now we know why baseball managers wear
Guess we do,
uniforms.
yeah, I guess we do.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Cheers.
Cheers.